Hey guys, welcome to your reading for your business and money for the week. My name is Johanna, if you are new here. But let's see, what do you guys need to know for the week for your business, your career, your money? We have taking action, mending bridges, expecting miracles. Okay. So this taking action says, I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. Mending bridges says, I heal rifts. I am a mender. And expecting miracles is miracles are blossoming in my life. So this feels like this week there is something that you're working on fixing in your business, in your money. You could be looking at maybe some of your like budgeting or taking something out of your expenses or something to that effect. Like you might be feeling like, okay, now's the time where I need to fix this. I need to handle this so that things can get better, so that miracles can start to blossom. You know, we have renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. You're getting rid of things. You're getting rid of things that are not serving you, things that are maybe clutter. Some of you could be like spring cleaning, but in your business. It's like, I was actually just having this thought. That's so weird. I was thinking before about how, just before I actually started recording this, about how like sometimes we need to get rid of processes, things in our business that just like are making us busy, but for no good reason. So there might be things that you're like reevaluating in your business in order to like fix things, in order to, we'll say, heal things, but it's in your business, it's in your finances. This could be also getting rid of, again, expenses, things that you're paying for, subscriptions, things like that you just don't need. Like sometimes we're trying to do too much sometimes in business, right? And we can kind of overwhelm ourselves. And I feel like when you clear out this energy, when you clear things, it's like there's going to be a positive result of that. It's interesting. Taking action, it's like he's leaping over this water. But here, there's the bridge. You could just take the bridge. The path would be easier if you had a bridge. You wouldn't have to jump. You wouldn't have to work so hard to get over the stream, over the obstacles. So there's something about this week of like making your business, your actions, the things that you do in your business or how you run your money or how you make money, it being easier for you. And like finding the processes, finding the ways to make it easier for yourself. And then that's going to allow things to flow. It's going to allow money to flow. It's going to allow business to flow. Like things will be easier. I don't know if it's going to be like clients and opportunities, like things like that can start to find you better. Money can find you easier. I feel like it's because you're creating space. Even just like in your energy, in your energetic field, because you're clearing out things. What else for this week in business? Okay. Okay, so the first one that came out was Fan. It says Romance Celebration Party. Then we had Claw, which says Be careful, do not take risks. And then we have Dog Barking, Advice from a Friend. And we have Seahorse, Family Matters. Okay, so interesting with the seahorse, I'm actually getting like, instead of like family matters, like you have family things, I'm seeing it as like your family matters. You might be getting like advice from a mentor, a coach, a friend, someone who you consider like close to you, like they're kind of like barking at you, maybe telling you to do certain things in your business this week. I think you have to go with what feels right for you. However, there could be this advice that you're getting could be something around this, creating the bridge, creating the space, creating more of that flow like in your business. But there is something as well with this, like, be careful, do not take risks. There's something where I'm getting like, it's like digging your claw into something is what I'm seeing or what I'm like feeling. Okay, now I'm getting like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So I feel like it's something where it's like, you can take risks, you can do things, but there's also this like, keep your options open. I feel like that's almost like a whole separate message. We do at the bottom of the deck have man, dealing or relationships with a man. And then we have Axe, forces working against you. So there could be a person here. Be mindful who you're getting advice from. Be mindful as to who you're listening to. This could be the person who's like telling you to take certain risks or is telling you to do certain things. Like if someone's telling you to do something you don't feel comfortable with in your business this week, take it with a grain of salt. I also feel like some of you, this is like, you might be working in a very masculine way that is not supporting your business. It's working against you. So there's something around like the way in which you've been told to run things, to do things. I feel like it's out of alignment. This could have been something you learned in January. Or there's something about the approach being very cold or very like masculine in energy, like very logical, very practical, but it's missing like kind of more the more feminine element to it. So just be mindful as to like who, sometimes I get business advice from people and I'm like, that just doesn't really hit with me. Like, you know, like that's just not the approach that I want to take in my business. And sometimes we have different business structures, different types of businesses that require us to show up differently. Like if someone has a construction business versus somebody who's in the healing world, the way you approach clients and the way you get business is way different, right? And so we have to be mindful of like, does the approach match our audience as well, right? Who we're trying to attract. So what else here for business and money this week? Oh my gosh, that almost landed in the fire. Almost landed in the fire. So we have Anchor. And it says money blocks, being stuck, financially sound. And the career says water-related, travel, stable for now. I'm just going to slide this up. Bottom of the deck, we have moon, fleeting funds, unknown source, being guided, moonlighting, odd jobs, night shift, part-time. I feel like there's something about your intuition this week. Some of you could be feeling kind of stuck. Again, this anchor is making me think of the claw. It's like being rigid in like how you go about things or what you think is the way. Again, all your eggs in one basket, like that's essentially just like putting everything into one method and not being open to other things. And so for some of you, it's like you might need to try different things, do different things. But I also feel like you're trying to create a sense of stability and security. But I feel like you're doing it in a different way. Again, you're clearing out the clutter. I feel like from a financial perspective, I feel like things are going okay. I think it's more of like you're trying to find that next level of expansion, whether that means you're making more money or you're getting more time back based on the amount of money you're making. Like sometimes we don't need more money, we need more time, you know? So let's see what the tarot has. I really feel like you need to trust yourself, trust the advice, in the sense of like trust what your insights are about the like advice that you're maybe getting, where it's like, does that actually feel right for you? And don't be afraid to stand your ground in that. We have the Chariot here. What else here for business and money this week? We have the Five of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. Ooh, beautiful. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like there's something about like emotionally kind of getting like back on track. We have the Six of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. There could have been something that maybe has happened in the past. The Chariot is overcoming things. Then we go from the Five of Cups to the Queen of Cups. So you're getting more, I feel like you're feeling things. Again, you're moving through things. There could be specific things that you're healing when it comes to money blocks or like blocks in your business where you're like doing the work, again, the energetic work, the nervous system work. If you're not, I feel like that might be helpful for you. And this is going to open you up to more money, right? This is going to bring you more abundance by doing this inner work. And we've talked about this, obviously. This is the miracles. These are the miracles that are going to start to happen and to unfold. But we have to heal things. We have to move through. And with the Chariot, this is you taking action, right? Taking action on the things that you know you need to like resolve or look at. I'm getting for some of you as well, there might be certain things in your life that you need to resolve before you can kind of like really put the energy and tension into your business. So there could be, I don't know, something in your family life, right? There could be something in your personal life that you need to resolve. Maybe it's like with your health or like your well-being or something like that, where you're needing to take a look at that, and that's going to help you in your business. That's when things are going to start to take off here for you. But I feel as though there's like some sort of change, approaching something from a different perspective, like taking action in a different way than what you've done in the past. I just saw 11:11 on the clock. Taking something in a different direction or a different path than what you've done in the past. And that's actually what's going to be the thing that heals. There is this mending that's happening. There is this healing. And I feel like you're healing potentially money blocks, disappointments, feeling stuck in your business and disappointed in your business. Things are going to be, when you process the emotions and the energy behind that, you're going to feel abundant. The Nine of Pentacles, she has everything she needs, but she also feels abundant. She also is abundant, right? Like she knows she's abundant. So there's something about that shift in you. Stepping into more of this Queen of Cups energy is then going to give you the results around you. Let's see, is there anything else with the tarot? We have the Five of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's kind of like something around like this struggle. We have the Three of Wands. And then we have the Moon. Yeah, there's like these fears, these insecurities that I feel as though we have the Tower. It's like there's this breakthrough that gets to happen. But there's also the shattering of an illusion. There could be thoughts and your mindset around how things have to be, the challenges, how complicated, again, the processes, the things like that, like the things where you felt like, oh, it has to be this way and it really doesn't. It's like you're starting to look at your different options, your different possibilities of how you can make this Ten of Pentacles, this Nine of Pentacles, your reality, right? This abundance, this growth, this legacy, this stability, this having more than enough in your life and in your business from a financial perspective, but also like in a material perspective, but also like your time and your energy. This is like really giving like shadow blocks, like your shadow work, your subconscious blocks, money blocks. So healing your money blocks and processing where are these ideas coming from? I just feel like some of you have been like trying to not do something a different way. Like you've been so rigid in your approach, and maybe because someone's been telling you have to do it a certain way. It's your business. You can do it however the hell you want, right? So there's almost like this liberation, this freeing energy. And it's like by showing up more as yourself, by showing up more in the way that you want to, that's what's going to attract like really good things. Because you're going to be acting from a place of doing things in alignment. And this could be in your content creation. This could be in your offers and how you structure them. This could be in your marketing and how you show up in your marketing, right? Like the things that you say or how you say it. There's something where I feel like you're allowing yourself to be more free in your expression and how you show up in your business and what your business gets to look like and how it gets to provide. This could be even your business structures, things like that. So let's get some final cards here. Maybe like final message, final advice. See what comes through with these. Okay. We keep getting lots. Yeah, we have cut the cords of doubt at the bottom of the deck, which I feel like is what you're doing here with this Five of Swords. and even this 5 of Cups. So we have inflow with money, which is in reverse. Interesting. We have stop, drop, and ground. We also have raw intention in reverse. And we have manifesting and doing. So again, I feel like it's like the intention of, not even the intention. I feel like you have good intentions, but it's almost like you've been doing it someone else's way, maybe doubting that you're capable of things. I feel like this is what's been blocking your money, is like your sense of belief in yourself, your essence, if that makes sense. Like this raw intention. It's number 22, and I feel like there's something, it's like very powerful about like our intentions in our business, but also that they're in alignment and that they're for our highest good. I feel like this is what's going to, like, when you can start to ground your own energy, when you can start to anchor and root yourself in the way that you want to do things and how you want to show up and how you want to take action and how you want to feel and what you want your business to look like and the money that you want to have. There's a sense of belief that needs to happen here. And this clearing of like these, again, expectations. I've been seeing actually this a lot online when it comes to like how we make content, what we say in our content, marketing strategies, how tired people are of all of this stuff, and also how people are getting really bored and uncomfortable with like how they're creating content, how they're showing up online. Like people aren't enjoying it anymore, and it's because it never was really in alignment with them. It was very performative, right? And so it's like getting out of that performative energy and just like sharing your truths, sharing your thoughts. Maybe some of you, this is like getting out of the ChatGPT world, or getting out of the structures and the ways you're supposed to set up your captions and how you're supposed to structure your offers and what has to be included. Like you get to do it your own way. And I think when you can start to ground yourself into this energy, you are going to see much better results. And there's this sense of like, your money is going to be unblocked. You're going to start manifesting things from the actions that you start to take that are in alignment with you. They're going to start manifesting these new results, right? This results of the 10 of Pentacles, the results of the 9 of Pentacles, right? This expansion, this movement forward, these miracles that get to happen. All of that is going to start happening when you start acting from a place that feels right to you and brings in simplicity and isn't so complicated and doesn't have you, again, being performative and like jumping through hoops to just kind of like make a sale, you know? So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know down below. If you guys have any like certain things you want me to look into when it comes to business and money, like types of readings or questions I can kind of like ask in a reading, let me know down below in the comments and I will work on getting those out for you. I know some of you had posted or had asked about like pick-a cards for money, which I would love to do. I just got to work my way around it. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week. Be sure to check out my podcast as well as other YouTube videos here that I have, whether they're educational, meditations, subliminals for different themes, different topics. If you guys have topics of those types of things, like whether it's meditations or education or subliminals, like things you want, like a result that you're trying to get in your business, but you're struggling, comment them down below. And that's how like the easiest place that I will see them. And I will kind of like add them to my list and start making videos and stuff for that to support you guys in the way that you need right now the most. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.